I intend to tie you to the explosions at the warehouse on Water Street for the slayings of the 2 Russian nationals.
I realize that you are angry and that you're frustrated and...
I am doing my job as DA, and it's about time that I started doing it. It's my responsibility.
Which apparently is very selective, because I don't recall you being nearly this vehement about building a case against Jerry Jacks. In fact, I don't recall you making any effort whatsoever to fulfill your professional responsibility where he was concerned.
That is an entirely different subject.
It is not, Alexis. Jerry Jacks pulled one over on you, and now you are trying to redeem yourself in the public's and possibly your own eyes at the expense of my client. That is not justice, that is hypocrisy. You have arrested and have detained my client without one shred of evidence.
I can hold him 48 hours without charge.
And why is that? Because you can?
I've been Jason's attorney, too. So regardless of how we feel about him personally, he has committed crime after crime.
Very careful, Alexis. You are dangerously close to a breach of ethics.
It is time, Diane, that the law won.
You mean it's time that you won?
Gracious greetings to the 2 ladies of Law and Order.
Sorry, Spinelli is not allowed visitors.
Now you're just being petty.
I can provide Stone Cold with an alibi.
I'm sure you can. You'll lie for him, Carly will lie for him, you'll lie for him, everybody's gonna lie for him.
Any different than those who lie to themselves?
Thanks. 5 minutes, and be my guest coming up with a plausible explanation for why he's dressed like a commando.
Deepest apologies. Had I not delayed you with my ill-timed confession, you could have changed into less incriminating attire. However, I shall redeem myself by providing...
No. I do not want you committing perjury to get me released.
Stone Cold can rest at ease. You shall soon be a man of freedom. I have it all under control. The master's release is at hand. I am a puppet master.
Okay, listen to me. If you're doing this to make up for going after the Russians...
Yes, I regret going against the master's wishes.
I know you want them to pay for what they did to Maxie.
No, but see, I am just as much to blame. I put Fair Maximista in danger because I walk the Stone Cold way. Maximista's noble and understandably distressed head of household forced me to face that dread realization.
Mac told you to stay away from Maxie?
Yeah, see, I know your secret pain. I am a fellow lone wolf.
Just don't get yourself in trouble for my sake, okay?
Rest at ease. I know my place in the Stone Cold world, and because of that, I have reverted back to what I know. Cyberspace.
What does that mean?
Behold my potent prowess. That scowling man of maturity hails from Interpol. I jackaled into agency communications and created an official version of the recent warehouse explosions and fatal shootings.
You did what?
Interpol now suspects that they are the acts of a rival Slavic gang of ruthless gun runners. As we speak, all evidence related to the case is being seized. Without evidence, D.A. Davis has no cause to hold you.
We're in a different world now, Spinelli. After 9/11, agencies like Interpol are tracking their information a lot more closely.
Okay, just as the street-smart Stone Cold has his finesse with firearms, so the Jackal runs like a silent river under the radar in the world of technology. I left no trace of my intrusion. I made clear study of Interpol policy. See, their investigation takes precedence regardless of rights of jurisdiction. Observe. Your release is imminent.
You really need to be careful.
Look, I just hope to restore my credibility.
Your alibi won't be necessary, Mr. Grasshopper. Mr. Karpov and his gang have their fair share of enemies, and it seems that a rival drug cartel is now suspected of blowing up the warehouse on Water Street. Interpol is taking over the case, and they are taking with them all of the collected evidence, which means you're free to go.
Listen, Bernie, I'm not going to worry about a fire at an empty storehouse on the outside of town, okay? It just doesn't make any sense for the Russians to target it unless they're trying to draw my attention away from what they're really up to. Yeah, no. Right now I'm just going to check in on Elizabeth and the kids and Sam. Yeah, Lucky was supposed to take him up there, but he got called into work, so they went up there on their own. Right. I'll call you as soon as I get a chance. Okay, there's no cell service up there, so you're probably gonna get a call from the cabin landline on your caller ID. All right? Hello, Bernie. What happened?
The Russians took Jake.